So this week, pain can be a call to adventure, no matter what sort of pain it is, physical, chemical, emotional, spiritual, mental, all of that. But in the 3D paradigm, we don't understand pain to be an adventure. We actually see it as the word trauma. And I don't use that word, but I use it for other people that can relate to that word. And we don't understand that when we are in this pain, that it's saying, get out, do something different. There's something else there for us. We're not aligned. And in the mystery school, we used to teach that if there is any of those pains, it's an opportunity to access the potential and to be able to say, wait, there's something better, something more aligned, something, be curious on what it is. So what would the adventure be? How can you even call pain is a call to adventure? Well, let's start with in the inner knowing, we're all souls having human experience. We come here to go, what's that like? What's it like to have duality and emotions and all of those sort of crazy things? And so life is one big adventure, playground, school, whatever we want to call it. What that does immediately when we understand that is it eases the mind and to come into peace of, okay, when I'm in this situation or experience, it's just a moment in time, I can create something else. What was part of mystery school is understanding I design, I create my world. But we don't understand that in the 3D paradigm because we've been taught that we blame, we have no control, it's not up to us. Let's blame Gertrude and Frank, whoever they are, or the government or whatever it is. Or even let's blame past lives and blame galactic forces and something. No. So what happens is when pain is an adventure in mystery school, it's like, okay, I'm having this adventure. And an adventure is like a journey or a quest. And I'm walking along, and this is what I'm exploring. This is what I'm learning. Well, hey, what's she causing me pain? What sort of pain is it? Let's say it's a physical pain. So let's say you're hiking in the mountains and your boots aren't the right way. Now, I'm going to go very simple with my examples so that you can then relate it on a higher level as well. So I bought brand new boots. I didn't think before I went hiking to wear them around the house for maybe a couple of months and trial out the different socks. And do I have wool socks? Do I have creepy socks where your toes go in? Do I have normal ankle socks? Do I have stockings? Do I go barefoot? Even trial out the boots to see what it's like. What I did was, which is an adventure in itself, and gentle and quiet and loving and nurturing and like very small steps, I go straight to the adventure and go, let's go hiking in bare feet with hiking boots. Let's just make it up. And as I do that, and I'm climbing a big mountain, I've decided to hike for 4 days in this beautiful landscape. And all of a sudden, my feet are cold, my feet are sweaty. I can feel the toenails rubbing up against the end. And I've got pain on this adventure. And I've only walked 2 hours on this hiking. I've got another 3.5 days to go. Well, I don't want to do this adventure. It's causing me pain. I don't want to do it. That pain in the adventure is saying, stop. What can you do? And it might be my friend Gertrude, she's got spare socks and she says, do you want to borrow some of my socks? Yeah, I'll do that. That would be great. So what it does is it gets us to go try another adventure, see if it's less painful. I put the socks on, it's way better, but I've got blisters on my toes because they've been going rub, rub, rub at the end of the thing. But my other friend, Henrietta, she's got Band-Aids. And she says, take off the socks, put on the Band-Aids. So I put on the Band-Aids, I put on the socks, we go hiking. The pain is less on this adventure. And as I'm walking, I suddenly realize I don't have water. Well, my friend, uh, Francine, says, I've got spare water and I've got a spare bottle. So he gives it to me. My pain on this adventure is now less. Now, if you notice, that's life. We think that when we go on a journey, that everything is going to be totally amazing. Because I read it in a book. It says, princess, get married. It's going to be amazing. It's there. In the first stories, it's there. But along the way, we've got these learning lessons that says, okay, you've got that. Now you need to trial that. Now add in that, take that away, which eases the pain of the adventure. But sometimes pain is the adventure because it's like going on this direction, wait, and something makes us look the other way. So if pain is called to an adventure, what adventure do I want? So next time I go hiking, I know to take socks, I know to take a water bottle, I know to take Band-Aids. Oh, you know what I might do? I might actually research on Google, ChatGPT, or whatever it is. What is the best way to hike? What to wear, what not to wear, what to take, what thing. Oh my gosh, that adventure is not so painful. But along the way, I have another adventure, and that is I forgot to take the mozzie cream. Oh my goodness me. Now I've got mozzies all over the place. What I'm doing is I'm explaining that in mystery school, we understood that life, every day in life, whether you're going to work, whether you're doing the washing, whether you're going to bed, whether you're going on an overseas trip, going for driving the car, what you do, raising children, looking after parents, food shopping. Guess what? It's all an adventure. And if there's a pain point, which could be a millisecond time or it could be a long time, it's all a call for an adventure to go, what else? What can I learn? What can I get? What can I receive? And if you notice the difference, if it's an adventure, I'm more curious, I'm more enthusiastic, rather than going in a spiral descension. Oh my God, it doesn't work. And going into the drama llama, it's an adventure. Oh my goodness me. Let's see what it's like. What is it going to be like? And then sometimes people are called to an adventure because this lifestyle just isn't working. And the adventure can be, I'm going to resign. I don't want to do this job anymore. So that happened to my younger son. When I came back from Egypt just after Christmas, he gave me a call. He's 26 years old. And he said, Mom, I'm done. Swear word, swear word, swear word. I'm over my job. And I said, oh, so what's happening? He was in pain. What was his pain? Bored. For those that have done my work, he's aqua personality. And aquas, they like adventure. They don't like to be bored. They like to go to the next thing, the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. And he was bored with work. He'd worked it all out. He'd done it for quite a few years. And then it was like, yeah, it's boring. It was boring. Even though he's 26, it sounded like he was like 15. Boring. It's boring. Well, this pain you've got with your work, what is it? Well, I know all of that, but it's that person, Frank. He drives me insane. Okay. What makes you drive him? What makes him drive you insane? Well, I have to do all the work. Well, no, you don't. That's a pain that you're putting on yourself that you say you have to do all the work. What do you mean? Well, maybe you just get in to do everything, but you take away the opportunity for him to work. You see, your personality is get in, just get it done and all the rest, similar to mine. And I say sometimes that rapes and robs people of having the experience of stepping up. Now, his pain was too much. He didn't want to hear what I was saying. It's just the mum. So his pain was a call to an adventure. He said, Matt, I've given my date. I'm finishing work on that day. Okay. So that pain to call to an adventure. He got another job within the same area. He was headhunted. But guess what? He's in this new job. And there's a call to another adventure because he's got pain. Guess what? I'm bored. What do you mean you're bored? Now you don't have that person there. You're bored with. Well, I realized that the other job was better. For a start, it was better money, but there was an opportunity. What was the opportunity? Well, I could increase and I could go here and I could be taught sales, etc. Can you do it now? I don't know. Ask the people at work. Ask if you can go into the sales or advance. That pain was a call to adventure. And the adventure here was go and ask for what you want. Gave me a text. Mum, they said yes. Sometimes that pain to a call to adventure says resign the job, review the job, see what it's like, say no, say yes, ask for what you want. Sometimes the call to adventure, that pain, can be saying, hey guys, could you please unstack the dishwasher? Could you put your clothes away, especially kids and family at home? You have to do it all. That adventure could be then you've got free time. You could sleep in, you could go for a walk, you might journal, you might take time to have a divine spa or whatever. Pain can be a call to an adventure of a new lifestyle, or something that could be really magical. So I'm going to give an example of me. Now I've done my family, and I do this so they can realize I'm still learning and growing as well. So for the last few years, I had incredible pain in my hip area. And I went, you can't see it. I can see inside my body and I can see inside other people's bodies and all the rest of us, medical intuitive. And I went, I can't get it. See, I can't see what's going on. I know it's not the hip. I know. And I went, oh, okay, the pain is a call to adventure. I'm going to go to see a doctor. Now, I'm not against or for doctors. If you do that, that's fine. I'm talking about me personally. And I, after nursing, so lots of autopsies and doing medical tuition, I just know that your body can heal. And I went, oh, all right, go and see a doctor. Relentlessly, I was grunting. But it was an adventure. And I went, stop. This pain is a call to an adventure. Go and see a doctor. Go in open-minded. Well, I did go in open-minded. And then when I went to doctor's surgery, I just still went, oh, I don't want to be here. And I said, stop. It's an adventure. See it as something curious. I know this doctor. Nice. Be really lovely. It's nice. Yes, to me. But then for me, he gave me the wrong diagnosis. You've got arthritis in the hip. I went, no, yeah, an X-ray or anything else. Oh, yeah, better do that. We'll do an MRI. Did no arthritis, nothing there. That's another adventure. Okay, X-ray, etc. Okay, and then that call to adventure, I was really blessed. I was just scrolling on the phone and went, okay, what do I need to know? And there pops up this condition, gluteal tendonitis. What is that? Oh my gosh, that's what I've got. What is the support? Good as supplements. Here's turmeric and a really good probiotic. What's that related to? My mind got curious because of my nursing background. It's like, what? It's because of estrogen. No, estrogen. And that's and da, da, da. And the adventure was like, oh my gosh, I'm climbing the mountains again with my boots and band-aids and water and mozzie stuff. And I'm climbing and getting there and I'm having a great time. And I got to the top of the peak of the mountain and went, I've got the solution. Oh my goodness me. One day I'll teach about it. But it was an adventure, right down to the pain was an adventure. Why? Well, I was taking people to Egypt last year and I couldn't lie down in a bed. I was sleeping in a chair. Every time I stood up, I was ripping my connective tissue. Every time I sat down, I ripped my connective tissue, all in my hip and the gluteal area. And if you've ever ripped tendons, ligaments, etc., ouchie mama, pretending nothing was wrong, and I go, adventure. Whereas I wanted the adventure to be gentle. So that pain had led me on another pathway, but something that suited me. Not medication, not having cortisone injections, which I didn't need, or having a diagnosis of arthritis. It was like, oh, supplements, I can take those. That's easy. So pain can be a call to an adventure, but we just don't see it. Even the mental pain. That mental pain being that maybe you've just got a story going over in your head. I'm not good enough, they're doing better, etc. It stop. What if you journaled? What if you did some meditation or yoga or saw counselor, psychiatrist, spiritual guidance, mentoring, coaching, whatever it is, it opens the door to, oh my goodness me, spiritual pain. Spiritual is not for me meditation and crystal. Spirit is what lifts my spirit. And sometimes that spiritual pain can be I just don't feel like I'm really giving life back to someone. And I had that last week. Every time I go to Egypt, I go a week early. I go and feed all the dogs around the pyramid with my time, my money, etc. Collect as much food as I can. I go and feed the homeless on the street, etc. And that lifts my spirit. Having been homeless, that lifts my spirit. But then I just came back from Peru and I went to the Amazon. And when I went to the Amazon, this village that only had people there 3 or 4 times. They didn't know what a white person was or tourist. I was so honored to take the group there and go. Something went, wait a minute, I got a little bit of a pain coming up again. Well, what can I do for the Amazon? Is it something there? It was actually the kids and their innocence, which took me back to why I wrote the Millennium Children and Empowering Millennium Children books. There's something with spiritual pain there of like, I need to do something. Not sure what it is, but I know when I get it, there's a new adventure. It might be another book. It might be creating non-for-profit. I don't know yet, but there'll be an adventure. And what happens is when you understand this, it's pain. Oh, like there's an adventure. There's something I need to learn and something I need to grow with, which is not denying the emotions that you've got. Definitely feel the grief, the anger, the frustration, the whatever. It's great. And then go, okay, that's done. What's the adventure? Where can I take this? What can I learn from? Where can I go? Chemical pain. And chemical pain can be, for me, my chemical pain was smoking. Some people's chemical pain is chocolate, drinking, drugs, whatever, or not having good food or not supplementation or whatever. Sometimes our health will say, hey, your body's talking, have a probiotic. Maybe don't eat wheat or gluten because it's giving you migraines. Maybe drink more water, relieves their headaches. So every single part of our pain in this physical 3D paradigm called Earth, us as souls having human experience, says, there's an adventure. Let's go. What's the adventure? And as I said, in mystery school, we understood that. So we'd go through the pain process. We'd sit in a community. There was someone like an elder or medicine man, woman, or whatever, somebody that could support us. And we would discuss it and go, well, there's something else. There's a deep, deep place to explore in our mind and our body. Can we go? Adventure can we be on? Life being one big, big, big adventure where it's like, oh, I'm just going to put my hiking boots on everywhere. Pain can be called to an adventure to learn to be looked after, learn to be cared for, supported, not be independent, learn to be interdependent, dependent and independent. All sorts of things can happen. Pain can be a call to an adventure of receive love. Learn to receive. Imagine if we were taught this at schools, and imagine if we understood as children, life's an adventure. Oh my gosh, children know this. And it's adults that forget. But not for you guys now. You know, any pain point is an adventure. And it's just how you see it. What do you want to see it as? Me? Even going to that doctor, I kept flicking it. Adventure. It's an adventure. It's an adventure. And I went, stop. Just stop. Yes, medical isn't my thing anymore after nursing, but it's integrated care. But I found a solution. It's an adventure. And I love ventures big time, and especially traveling people, food, animals. I want more of that. And sometimes the adventures can be when I'm taking people on Mr. School around the world. Sometimes the adventure is pain, watching people in pain or animals. That's why I go and do healing on the animals or offer food or healing or whatever they need. A new adventure for them and for me as well. So let's do some sharing. What's your golden heart? And a golden heart is something that you've got, yes, on pain is a call to an adventure. So if you'd like to write it in the chat, just put a Y so I can go, yes, to read it out. If you put N, it means no, don't read it out, because otherwise I'll just read it out. And I'd love you to unmute yourself and share, because you've all got wisdom too. It's not just about me. And so we'll start with Anne, Leona, Maud, and Lou.
I think I'm very much like you. When there is a pain point, I do go, oh, what is this? And I also have a health background as well. So about the body systems and that. So you are totally right up in my alley. Well, I will go down the rabbit hole and it'll be like, oh, it could be linked to this and this. But now understanding further that energy is emotion, leads to the thoughts, the beliefs, our body self heals, obviously, same philosophy as you, that I understand that it's not just a physical thing, because that's the last point. So that's where I'm like, now I've got pain through the forearm to my hands. So the hands is control. But then I'm like, okay, forearm. So obviously I haven't let go of that control yet for the energy to change. I'm like, what is the forearm? I'm gonna have to go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, so same with you. It's not a blame thing, it's a curiosity thing.
Yeah.
And same thing with you. I get on social media and I go Google search, and then I go and they go, oh my gosh, acid reflux has nothing to do with taking meds and all these other things, because they prescribed me meds. And I said, what's the side effects? And the doctor went, oh, people don't normally ask that question. And they go, oh, nothing till a lot later in your life. And I said, okay, thank you. So I never bought it, and I realized it was all about dehydration.
Beautiful. Well
So
done.
yeah,
Well done. Well done.
thank you.
Amazing. 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 And thank you so much, Anne. Let's go to Leona.
Hello, everybody. Yes, the golden heart for me today is pain you put yourself in.
Awesome. 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 Beautiful. And Maud, if she can speak.
Hello, good evening from Sweden. I think it is a good reminder that we don't go into forget. So it's so true what you say. So we just going on and keep going. Thank you.
Beautiful, Maud. Thank you so much. So pain can be a call to adventure. And as I said, that adventure could be learning to accept help, learning to ask, learning to receive, learning to be loved. They can be very, very, very simple type lessons as well. Adventure doesn't have to be climbing that mountain. It could be that's a mountain in itself of learning to ask. So allow whatever pain it be. Just remember, oh yeah, this could be in a new adventure. An adventure being curious, what might occur, what might happen, because there really could be magic occurring. So I say thank you to my pain, whichever one it is, and I still have them as a soul having a human experience. And I go, oh, thank you. What are you? What do you want? And then I'm open to a new way, a new place, and definitely adventure, especially if it's going to Egypt and taking people. That's my thing. So thank you so much, lovely souls. Now, just so that you're aware, I won't be on next week because I'm on an adventure. I'm working away somewhere else. But I will be back on the Monday, the 18th of May. And this weekend, when I'm recording this, which is the 4th of May, 2026, it is Mother's Day this Sunday. So I'm wishing all the people that are daughters, mothers, mothers for other people, even they haven't got their own children, mothers of pets, of plants, whatever it is, happy Mother's Day. And I send you so, so, so much love from my heart. So thank you, Super Souls. See you in a fortnight. Bye.